So in this video, I am going to be sharing some YouTube content creators with you guys that I generally find enjoyable for me, myself, and this may give you an opportunity to find people you may have never known existed on YouTube and you may actually want to check out for yourself. Even though I am a big YouTube content creator that pretty much uploads every single day, and sometimes some days I do upload multiple videos, I will have to admit my #1 source of entertainment outside of video games definitely has to be YouTube. I'm a big supporter of supporting YouTubers. I'm a big supporter of watching YouTubers. I just love YouTube as a whole. I love the ecosystem. I love the economy. I just love everything about YouTube because YouTube has stuff I generally find enjoyable to me, and I generally watch YouTube more than watching TV or watching movies, to be honest. I just love everything about YouTube, and just the fact that YouTube is so accessible as well makes me really love YouTube, and I love YouTube almost to death. Honestly, I'm not even exaggerating when I say to death. But anyway, in this video, I am going to be sharing with you 6 content creators on YouTube that I generally find enjoyable, that I generally do watch. Maybe not all the time, and I will tell you guys how often I watch them or how often I don't watch them. But anyway, I do want to give kind of like a shout out to these channels specifically so you can get an idea of what my tastes are when it comes to YouTube and things like that. And right off the bat, I'm just going to say this now. You may be coming to this video, you guys know I am a big tech enthusiast and a big video game nerd when it comes to technology, when it comes to entertainment and things like that. And you may actually be sitting here right now thinking to yourself, oh, isn't this list going to be all about YouTubers that are tech YouTubers or YouTubers that are video game channels, because, well, that's mostly what you like. Nope, I'm not actually going to be doing that in this video. In this video, I'm actually going to be mixing it up so you can actually see what other stuff I actually do truly enjoy outside of tech and outside of gaming and things like that. Not to say that there won't be some of those on this list. There'll definitely be some of those on this list, but I'm going to keep it to a bare minimum. So basically, right now, let's start off with 2 channels. One's a tech channel and one's a video game channel, and then after that, the list is going to be clear, and you may not know what to expect when it comes to the actual YouTubers itself. So first off, let's start with a channel that I truly do enjoy, and this one I actually already said on my YouTube channel a couple of videos back. I did actually talk about this YouTuber, so you should probably already know what I'm about to say when it comes to this one specifically. So this channel is going to be Dashy. I do love the homie Dashy. Here is Dashy. His channel name is Dashy Games, and for some reason, when you look at this list, every single YouTuber that I primarily do enjoy do have a big cult following. It just happens to be. I do love supporting small YouTubers as well. You guys know I am pretty much a small YouTuber as well. I'm not afraid to admit it, and I do have to admit it. I am a small YouTuber, but I can admit I do like small YouTubers. It just happens to be, for whatever reason, I just stumble across these channels that for whatever reason are super popular, and they have a lot of followers and a lot of fans and things like that, but that's just how it is, unfortunately. But going back to the list really quickly, this one, the first one is going to be Dashy Games. He has roughly 5 million subscribers, and he's definitely a character in himself. I will have to admit here, Dashy Games is actually a YouTuber that pretty much is obnoxious, loud, annoying, and I know not everybody's gonna appreciate Dashy in the same light. I know it's not for everybody, because I know everybody doesn't like screaming, yelling, cussing, and things like that. It's not for everybody. And also, on a side note, really quickly, there's not going to be any videos in this video of the actual YouTuber. Their page will come up, but there won't be any videos, because I don't know if they want me to do that, if that's acceptable. And then on top of that, I really want you to go check out these YouTubers for yourself, so you can support these YouTubers if you generally think that they're going to be something that you're going to be into. And that's why I do want to not show any footage in this video really quickly. And also, every single YouTuber in this video will 100% be in the description below. If you want to click on links, there should be a link to a video or their channel page or something, so you can go to their YouTube channel name if you don't remember their channel name. But anyway, let's get back really quickly to Dashy Games. I love pretty much everything about the man, but the funny thing is about Dashy Games specifically, I really only watch him on Saturdays, because Saturdays is his Super Mario Maker 2 like Let's Play, or yeah, pretty much Let's Play of the game, where he takes random viewer levels and he pretty much plays them on one single video every single Saturday of the year, and I love that that specifically. Once in a blue moon, I will admit, I will watch some of his other videos, depending on what it is, if it's a live stream of a game I like, or if it's a different game. But the thing about Dashy is, a lot of the times, he does play a lot of random horror games. So if you're a fan of just random horror games, or just random games in general, you may want to check him out. But for the most part, I do watch him for Super Mario Maker. He loves playing Super Mario Maker, and when you watch Super Mario Maker, you can definitely notice that it is one of his best videos on his channel, because he really puts a lot of time and effort to Super Mario Maker. And the reason I love him as much as I love him specifically with Super Mario Maker 2 is the fact that he's not just only over the top when he cusses, when he screams and things like that. Again, I know that's not for everybody, but the reason I love and support him as much as I do, he's one of those YouTubers that actually goes out of his way to do all these little different things in his video. If you've ever seen any of his Super Mario Maker 2 videos, he doesn't just play the levels, it has a good personality. He does a lot of these small edits inside of the Super Mario Maker 2 videos that I really do appreciate and really do enjoy. He didn't have to go out of his way and out of his time to actually put all these small little edits that are unnecessary. They're definitely unnecessary, but that just goes to show you how much farther he is than your typical YouTuber who would just call it a day. He's showing a lot of effort in his videos. He's showing a lot of that he's a hard worker and things like that, and that's why I genuinely appreciate his style. I love the fact that he's going out of his way to put all this extra random edits that don't even make sense in a Super Mario Maker video. That makes it funny for me personally, but also shows that he is, like I said, he is a very hard worker when it comes to his YouTube videos, and especially Super Mario Maker specifically. That's why I love the man. So there is Dashy Games with 5 million subscribers. I pretty much love everything about the man, but unfortunately, I only watch for Super Mario Maker 2 Saturday. So check out Dashy Games if you want something a little bit over the top, a little bit. His personality is basically a personality you'll pretty much not really come across, because it is almost 1 in a million when it comes to his personality. You'll almost find nobody like him. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next channel. And the next channel on the list is going to be somebody that you probably already heard of as well. It's going to be Unbox Therapy. Now, honestly, I was thinking about this really hard, because there is so many tech channels on YouTube that I wanted to showcase, but I only wanted to pick one, and it was really hard. I wanted to pick one that I sometimes watch, that I sometimes like. I'll watch on a blue moon, but Unbox Therapy is one channel I watch on a daily basis. So whenever you see that 1 million viewer count on his channel, it's going to be me, because I am one of those people that do support him wholeheartedly. I love everything about the man. The one bad thing about Unbox Therapy, his name is Lou. He started a channel called Unbox Therapy, but the one bad thing about Unbox Therapy, I will have to admit, if you're going to this channel specifically for tech reviews, you're not really going to find tech reviews. He pretty much just unboxes whatever he wants, but for the most part, he does unbox tech products like laptops, cell phones, headphones. Pretty much that's what he's big into. But the things that he's the most passionate about are definitely going to be laptops and smartphones. He loves everything about smartphones and computers. And the cool thing about him is he does do other stuff as well whenever something comes into the studio. Like for instance, a couple weeks ago he did a big Bluetooth speaker, a gaming computer. He does other stuff besides just your typical laptop, smartphone, and things like that. But that's what he's primarily focused on when it comes to unboxing things. The reason his name is called Unbox Therapy, of course, hence the name. He unboxes items right on the table, and there's nothing actually too crazy about his style, believe it or not. He's pretty much just like me right now, sitting in front of a camera, talking to the camera. He does have different camera angles that he does have, because he does have, I think, another person behind the camera actually filming him and things like that. So there's no crazy edits going on. There's no crazy things in this video that make him stand out from the crowd. But what he does so good, and why he's so popular, and why I like him so much over other YouTubers who do the exact same thing, is the fact that I love the way he talks. There is nobody on planet Earth that talks the way he talks. I can literally listen to him talk about a potato and I would be 100% okay. I just love everything he has to say. I love the way he talks, the way everything just flows nicely together. I just love the vibe he gives off. I just love everything the man gives off. That's why I love Unbox Therapy. Also, I will have to do like a little side note. He does have another channel on YouTube called Lou Later, and if you love the man that much, you should definitely check out Lou Later, because Lou Later is more of a podcast style thing. I've already talked about this once on my YouTube channel, but it is a podcast style video like podcast or just a podcast where he just sits in front of a camera and talks about a lot of different topics, whether it's gaming or things outside of gaming. He also gets questions asked to him personally, so if you're a big fan of him outside of just his channel and you want to know more about the man, definitely check out Lou Later. He pretty much goes over a lot of different topics, but his main topic there is still technology and gaming and things like that. So if you're a nerd like me and you love those things and you love the way he talks, you just love the vibe he gives off, then definitely check out Lou Later. The only downside to Lou Later videos are the fact that they're very long videos. They're definitely like 40, 50, 60, 70 minutes long, so they're very long. So there's something you just want to throw in the background and forget about. You can't actually find his podcast other places on the internet. So if you want to check out Lou Later, definitely check out Lou Later. So there's that. But overall, I love everything about this man, and I will continue to watch him, even if it's stuff I'm kind of already bored of, to be honest. Sometimes I get bored of laptops, smartphones, because it's just more of the same. What haven't you seen nowadays that makes it stand out from the crowd? But I just love the way he talks, and I'm 100% okay with supporting the man no matter how big he is. And at the time of this video, he does have roughly close to 15 million subscribers, so there it is. It's no joke. A lot of people agree with me. The vibe that the man gives off is just an amazing vibe and things like that. Now, the next one on my list is, of course, now it's going to start shifting a little bit to what type of creators I actually like watching. Now, the next one on my list is actually going to be one you're probably not expecting, of course, because anything is a fair game right now, since I just said I did one video game channel and one tech channel, and then not flood you with tech and video games, since I don't want to do that. I want to mix it up a little bit. Now, this channel is called The Report of the Week. At this very moment, he roughly has close to 2 million subscribers, 1,554,000 subscribers, The Report of the Week. And his name doesn't really even tell you what type of content he actually does. But basically, what type of content The Report of the Week actually does is he does pretty much fast food reviews. Yes, I do love fast food reviews for some reason, and also on top of the fast food reviews, I just love specifically the way he talks. I know there's a lot of different people you can watch when it comes to fast food reviews, but I specifically love his opinions about fast food. I feel like they're pretty fair, they're pretty honest, and I feel like he knows what he's talking about. I just love the vibe that he gives off. The only problem I will have to admit with The Report of the Week, the one bad side with The Report of the Week is the fact that some of the videos are dragged out. He kind of like drags on for a little bit too long, I will have to admit. And this is one channel I don't watch all the time. I watch maybe twice a week, I will have to admit. So I don't watch every single one of his videos, but I do watch him enough to where I feel like I do need to talk about him because I think he's an amazing human being. I also love that he talks about food, and I don't necessarily eat fast food all too much, to be honest, because I know that junk's not too healthy, but sometimes I do get a craving for fast food and things like that. But overall, I just love the way he talks, the way he speaks, the way he talks about it. I feel like he's one of the most honest persons you can actually meet when it comes to his actual honest opinions about food and things like that. And he mostly only does fast food reviews, or he does only fast food reviews, so just keep that in mind when you're thinking about The Report of the Week. But I definitely had to mention him here because I think he's one of my favorite fast food reviewers out there. Just note that it may not be your style because he does take a long time to kind of get to the point of the video. Just keep that in mind. So it may not be your style. He doesn't really start eating it or really start reviewing it for about like 5 to 6, 7, 8 minutes into the most videos. So you may not actually like that style. But yes, I definitely love The Report of the Week, and I love him. So I do watch him about once a week. Now, the next one on my list is going to be something that you may be expecting if you know what I'm actually into. So this channel is actually a name of the actual person. It's called Tucker, and his name's Tucker Gott. He has close to, I think, 1 million subscribers at this very moment. He has 901,000 subscribers, so you can see it's almost up there to 1 million subscribers. Again, it just happens to be that a lot of YouTubers that I like are big YouTubers for whatever the case may be, but I guess I like them too. And Tucker Gott is pretty much a guy who pretty much is a paramotor person who uses a paramotor. You may not even be familiar with a paraglider, I think it's called, or a paramotor. I'm not quite sure how you call it, but it's pretty much this thing you can see on screen right now. It's pretty much a thing that you strap onto your back, and then it pretty much has a motor on it, and you pretty much go in the sky with a parachute and this motor on your back that looks like a circle or whatever, and then you pretty much just fly around, and that's pretty much all his channel is focused on. But I watch him quite often. I would probably say like 3 or 4 times a week because I actually do enjoy this guy. I think it's very interesting what he's doing. I love his adventures. I just love the fact he goes to random spots, and also I love a lot of not really like action sports and things like that. You guys may already know this by now, but I am a big longboarder, and since I am a big longboarder, I love longboarding. This really does speak to me, and this is something you don't see every single day, and that's why I like supporting this man and like watching this man, because I think all of his content is very interesting and it's very cool. He does these adventures, and sometimes they're very crazy adventures as well, and that's all his channel is, pretty much focused on paramotor and paragliding and all that stuff with a motor strapped to his back with a parachute. And overall, I just love the fact he's up in the air, he's filming it and everything like that, and it's freaking badass. So that's why I support Tucker Gott. There's nothing crazy about the man. He's just an average Joe who just likes paragliding. I can't say his videos are crazy or anything. He just loves paragliding, but paragliding to me is a very interesting sport and not a lot of people talk about it, so I do watch Tucker Gott. The next one on my list is going to be something this one is probably one you would never expect in a million years, and this is something that you may think is kind of weird. I know not everybody accepts this and not everybody likes this, and I think it's kind of a weird thing, but I actually love ASMR to some extent. Now, when it comes to my sleeping patterns, believe it or not, I don't even have sleep problems. I can sleep whenever I want. I can wake up pretty much whenever I want. I don't need an alarm clock. I'm one of those people in life that are very fortunate, because I understand how many people in real life have so many different problems when it comes to sleep, when it comes to waking up and things like that. I know a lot of people are on sleeping medications and things like that, so I am blessed when it comes to sleep. I can sleep whenever I want and wake up whenever I want, but for some reason I really find ASMR really relaxing and really chill. And I know there's so many YouTubers on the internet that actually do ASMR. It's really hard to choose and pick one out of the other, but I think this is the one that I actually do like. The one that I'm actually going to recommend in this video is ASMR Darling. She's a girl who pretty much just does ASMR. I don't know why I like her, but I do like her. I don't know, I just stuck with her. Maybe I think she looks pretty good, and overall I just like the vibe that comes off of her, so I just stuck with ASMR Darling. I do watch some other channels once in a while, but the one for some reason I keep watching when it comes to ASMR is ASMR Darling. I watch ASMR, I will have to admit, not all that often, maybe about once every other week or something like that. It's pretty rare that I watch ASMR, but I do watch ASMR, and I do get a feeling like the other night for some reason I was getting a vibe that I wanted to watch ASMR, so I decided to turn on her channel and I pretty much watched it. Now at the time of this video, she does have pretty much close to 20, she does have 2 million subscribers. Let me just put it that way. I'm kind of like not reading the subscriber count right, but she pretty much has 2 million subscribers. Let me put it that way. And nothing crazy about her as well. She just does ASMR. She does a lot of different things when it comes to ASMR. Like for instance, the latest video that she did a day ago was ASMR ear-to-ear trigger words, and that's the one that she decided to do right there. And then she has ASMR Area 51 prep from that whole Facebook thing, and then ASMR Countryside, ASMR Spring Triggers, ASMR Rainbow Triggers. She actually even does ones based around video games if you want to watch the video game ones, like for instance ASMR to the Nintendo Switch. So you can see she is a gamer as well, but overall I like the vibe she gives off, and I do enjoy ASMR. But again, I do understand where a lot of people are coming from. ASMR is kind of weird. Maybe you don't like it, maybe it sounds weird. It depends on the objects you use in the videos as well, because not every object, I will admit, makes sense for ASMR, but overall I do watch her, and that's what it is. And then the last one on my list is going to be one that you probably were expecting. I am watching this guy who does a lot of reviews on electric longboards. His name is Ronnie. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. It's just a coincidence also, no bias or anything. It's just a coincidence. Me and him are both Filipino Americans, so that's what's up. But anyway, I do love watching Ronnie, and he pretty much loves electric specifically. He does normally skateboard. He will use normal longboard, but his channel is primarily focused along the electric scene. So any electric longboards, electric skateboards, electric cruisers, pretty much anything that's electric that has 4 wheels that looks like a skateboard, he does review. I'm assuming he gets a lot of these for review purposes and things like that. Nothing too crazy about the man, but for some reason I love longboards. I'm very passionate about skateboards, longboards, mini cruisers, electrics. I just love this whole world that we live in, and that's why I love Ronnie as much as I do, and he pretty much uploads quite frequently, but you know what to expect. A lot of these channels that I do watch from a day-to-day basis, every time they upload a video, it's more of the same thing. So it's not like their videos that you won't get bored of. I think every channel that I pretty much just listed on this list, maybe outside of Dashy, does get quite boring quite some time, but for some reason I just don't mind watching him because I know he's passionate about this stuff. I know he loves it, and I also know I'm very passionate about longboarding, about skateboarding, just about electric boards as well. I think they're very interesting and very cool, so I do love Ronnie, and I watch Ronnie on a regular basis, and his edits, again, just like most of them on the list, aren't too crazy, nothing crazy about the man. He just loves talking about it. You can tell he's very passionate about what he likes to do. And that pretty much wraps up this video of some YouTubers that I actually do enjoy watching. Now, I just gave you 6 YouTubers that I love watching. There is so many other YouTubers that I do love watching, but I'm not going to talk about them. I may end up doing a part 2 to this video just because there is so many YouTubers that I love watching that I can't actually talk about every single YouTuber on this video because it would take too long. And there is some YouTubers generally I don't watch enough to where I feel like I want to give them a shout out or talk about them, or I feel like you guys need to know about them. But those are some of the 6 YouTubers that I generally think that are interesting to me, that I want you guys to be aware of them. Anyway, guys, this is Wayne from My Tech News, signing out.